I heard about this series a while ago. This is made by the same person who made Total Drama Next Generation, which is a topic all on its own. God, I gotta get closer to the mic because I feel like the audio for this one's gonna drown me out. Uh, yeah, I was gonna do a video about this, like just initial thoughts, like I did with the EE cast, but kind of slipped my mind. So we're here. Episode one's out. It looks pretty good. So well, not now. Let me start this so we can see what. Okay, see, not that I'm. It is. I believe this is animated by Odd Nation, so roughly I believe it is going to be the same level of quality. But fuck, how loud am I being right now? Okay, I'm gonna have to speak in a very high register for this to capture over the thing. Now let me maybe a little more. All right, fuck it, no more preamble. Let's just get into it.
Paradise, where everyone wants to be.
I believe this is Lil's VA. I think this is Kenkoi. I could be mistaken, but I do believe this is Kenkoi. Yeah, wow, yeah, she's getting all the deserve that she's getting all the roles, but like, damn, lady, you're starting to be like the Tara Strong of this community. Like, major props for that.
No work, no stress, no problems. Who wouldn't prefer that over the hustle and bustle of everyday life?
I don't believe that for a second.
If only it were that simple. This might look like paradise, but our future contestants will quickly realize this may be anything but an extensive vacation. I'm Victoria Moore, your host for the next 40 days.
Oh God,
We're all going to be in for a treat as we witness 16 tourists, ranging anywhere from 18 to 50 years old, compete against one another.
I forgot the designs for some of these characters. So like, I've been talking with people who have been following this for a while. I kind of know who the fan favorites are, but I still need to put names to faces, so I guess this will be a good way to do that. I hear Olive is like really popular. Watch her be first boot.
On this resplendent
That's probably not going to happen, but it'd be funny if it was, right?
Resort for a grand total of $250,000.
Yo.
This is just the first installment in the newly founded Reality Gauntlet. Across 3 different and unique competition shows.
Okay, so... Okay, Reality Resort's Big Brother, kinda. Reality Race, I could only imagine what that's gonna be like. Reality Ranch. Now see, that one has my interest, because what the fuck are you gonna do on a ranch? People fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Commodifying. Yeah, people fucking commodifying the southern United States. You don't want to commodify the southern United States. We don't even want to be a part of the southern United States. So you sure as hell don't. I have no idea where Cove lives, but I can't imagine he's from the south.
Contestants will be competing not only for the prize money, but for enough legacy points to qualify for the ultimate trial. Reality Royalty.
Okay.
Only then will the best of the best duke it out to win the $500,000 cash prize and the title of Reality Monarch.
Okay, so basically
Though let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Damn, you playing far ahead for this. Respect.
We've got a long season ahead of us here on this beautiful island. Are you ready to meet the tourists and watch the drama unfold?
Sure.
Because our adventure starts now. Welcome to the premiere of Reality Resort.
Okay, wow, this looks nice. Okay, let's see what we got here. This looks a lot closer to Total Drama's like background design than like this Venture Camp. Well, they both look very similar, but this looks nice. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the resort. We have like a bunch of villas over, I think those are some hills. Got 2 different docks for boats. That's nice. Got this little... If they don't go to this little island out here in at least one episode, I'm going to cancel this series with my influence. Like I could do that. This channel has way more subscribers than I do. What else we got? Got a row. Wow. I really do like the look of this island. I think this island looks really nice. And I hope we get to see a lot of it, like, throughout the series. We go to all different parts of it, 'cause, damn, this looks good. Alright, let's see what the intro looks like. Oh, I forgot, I've already seen this.
250K on the line. I got the money on my mind. The stakes have never been higher, so I'll do whatever it takes. And this could make me break me. I know the camera loves me. And even if things get ugly, there's one thing I know for sure. I want that money, yeah. I want that money, yeah. I want that money, yeah.
This is the most 2000s thing I've ever... Okay, I kind of respect it for that, because I think at this point they're just going, I love the money, and that's kind of amazing. I love that. I'm glad this isn't taking itself too seriously. You know, major props for that. Oh, I just noticed that one girl's name was Sarah. Is that a deep cut Periculum Falls reference? I hope it is. Because that show was honestly better than Next Generation, but you didn't hear me say that. I like the logo too. The logo looks very nice and stylized. Alright, let's see what we got. Turn this down a little bit. Hey, gang.
No way! The brochure was actually for real.
At last, at long last, I am fulfilling a fantasy.
Okay, I need to turn it up a little. Because, see, I don't want to get to the point where I make it too quiet to where I can't really hear it that well, or too loud so that my voice is just being, like, completely overshadowed. I guess I might just have to keep pausing. I hope that's alright.
Everyone, welcome to Reality Resort, your new home for the next, well, however long you last. Now let's do a roll call. Annalise, Brad, Charles, Cheryl, Drew, Finn, Isidore, Kylie, Marcus, Monica, Olive, Sada, Seth, Dino, Topaz, and VJ. Perfect.
I hope you don't expect me to pronounce all of those names correctly, because I'm terrible with names, and I'm even worse at pronunciation. Oh god, being Southern has fucked me mentally.
You're all here. Consider yourselves pioneers as
Okay. So I have to make an observation here. I don't know if anyone else is... Why is this giving me Club Penguin vibes? Like, maybe it's just like the sign right here that just like has the logo on it. It's just like, this is like the type of shit you'd see in like those, like, how do you describe them? Like, not like online multiplayer games like Club Penguin, Animal Jam, when they just have like those advertisements. Like, this looks like it would be on one of those games. Like, I could just like imagine a bunch of like avatars just like walking through here with like a bunch of chat bubbles popping up. This is like what this reminds me of, in a good way, because I think it's charming.
you are all the first victims of this brand new contest. In order to get to the end and have a chance to win 250 Gs, you'll need to overcome the intense challenges and stressful situations
that
will
volcano?
unfold in front of you. But most importantly,
Okay, yeah, Club
the way
Penguin
you
for
navigate
sure.
around one another in
Maybe
this
not
game
Club
will
Penguin
prove
specifically,
detrimental in
but you
deciding
get
who
what I
will be
mean.
winning that big check with the prize money on it. Whew, I know that was a lot. But trust me, it'll only get worse. Now, as for my role, I'm not here to be your babysitter.
As if I could be your dad. Ain't no way I'd let you babysit me.
Hey, Michael Kim. I think that's... Let me hear that again. I'm pretty sure that's Michael Kim.
As if I could be your dad. Ain't no...
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Michael Kim. Or at least someone who happens to sound a lot like him. Okay, so my new headcanon is that... I forget what this guy's name is, but my new headcanon is that this is Connor, like, a few years back.
way I'd let you babysit me.
You wish. Anyway, I'm merely here to enforce the rules and facilitate challenges. Should you decide to throw hands with anyone, I will not get in your way. So, with that being said, I think it's time we show you inside, okay?
Are you endorsing violence?
Oh, no. I'm endorsing good television. Follow along now.
I didn't think this place was gonna be real. Probably just a glitch in the simulation. This is gonna be one wild social experiment.
None of you are gonna understand the significance of social experiment because you're not in my friend group, but hearing those words just like takes me out because of what I know social experiment to be. Maybe I'll have to make a video on that someday if I can put all of it in there. Oh god.
I'm getting a feeling that I'm going to be manifesting a win here.
Okay, one thing I kind of wish that they did is like what Disventure Camp did, where they put the characters' names on screen, because a lot of people like studied this cast in advance. I'm not one of the people who did that, so if they don't start dropping names soon, I'm gonna be lost.
I hope you're all getting situated.
Well, yeah, I know they were in the intro, but like, and also they just introduced them. Why did I say that? Why did I say, like, they didn't just, like, put their names in the intro and then introduce them, like, roll call style earlier? I think I probably know most of these people. I'm stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Ignore what I just said in the past minute. This show is fine so far. They didn't do a bad on that. I might not remember all of those names immediately. I'm gonna remember Seth, though. God, look at Seth. Look at Seth! He looks like such a fuckboy. Oh, God! Look at his face! Look at... Oh, God! Look at Seth! Oh, my God. I love Seth already. He looks so funny. Okay, let's move on.
Waited in your new living space. But don't get too comfortable, as you never know when the game is going to decide your time is over.
Ooh, so ominous. Let's not dampen the mood within the first hour, though.
Where do I recognize his voice? I swear I've heard his voice before. Shit. I think I know. I think I've heard him before. I don't know. His voice is so familiar.
Okay.
Agreed. I'm still trying to soak it all in. This place is crazy.
He sounds...
I bet the gym is sick.
He sounds like he's high. Tino, I believe this character's name is. He sounds like he's on something. Maybe that's just the way he speaks. He just kind of sounds like he smoked a little Mary Jane when he got here.
Place is crazy.
He gives me Caleb vibes though, so I like him.
I bet the gym is sick.
Wow, that might be the most predictable thing I'll hear all day. Anywho, you'll have enough time later to check it out. Now, let's go over a few baseline rules, shall we? You're all aware by now that there will be no internet access on this entire property. You have been stripped of any devices, as this is a technology-free zone. But this shouldn't be of any concern for you all, right? Isn't that the point of retreating to a vacation? To get away from the outside world, stop the forced communication and just unwind.
Oh, yes, that sounds amazing.
I thought we all knew this was a game show.
Okay, so I don't know if this is the same VA or if they were instructed to give a performance very, very similar to them. She sounds like I think she's voiced by Tess and Lake's VA, or just happens to sound. Tell me I'm crazy. I'm gonna replay that. Tell me that she does not sound like Tess.
That sounds amazing.
I thought we all knew this was a game show.
Okay, I don't think it's the same person, but very similar inflections. They do kind of sound similar. I'm gonna have to look up who the VAs are after this is over.
No one should be anticipating any relaxation.
Right you are, pigtailed princess. Now, everyone here is a legal adult, but that doesn't mean we expect you to act like one still. Here's how the game works. Your days here will be structured into blocks. Each block is themed and will last 3 days, excluding this opening one, and the finale. You'll be split into 2 teams of 8, which will dissipate after the first 5 contestants have been evicted.
So, when and how will the teams be determined? I've got some reservations about some people here already.
Ooh, someone's antsy to get going.
Okay, so, one thing I do admire is that this is clearly Big Brother focused, but at the same time, I think there are enough creative elements in this show that stand out to me, because I think the Survivor total drama formula is very solid and holds up for sure, and I think you can do a lot with it. But I do like that this project is willing to expand on that a little bit. So that kudos to Reality Zord for that. 1 point for you. You have a few points by now, but I'm just saying 1 point.
Patience. Don't you want to learn about the point system?
The point of what now?
OMG.
What the fuck did he just say?
Don't you want to learn about the point system?
The point of what now?
OMG, yes.
I probably should have had captions on this whole time. Fuck.
I need to know the deets.
You will all have ample opportunities to earn legacy points during each phase in the game. For example, winning an immunity competition during the team phase awards everyone on the winning team some points. However, losing said competition will deduct points from everyone on the losing team. You may check the monitor at any time during your stay for a full list of what earns and loses you points. However, you cannot see how many points you or anyone else has. We have to keep some things a secret, no?
Okay, that's a good idea, because if those were obvious, then you just know that all the discussion about this would be, oh god, who's the most popular characters? I think it's Olive, Isidore, and fuck it, we'll say Seth. If those 3 had the most at any given time, people would be like, no, oh my god, my goats, they have the most legacy points. And then they'd be like, no, this character doesn't deserve to have all the legacy points. It should be fucking Tino instead. Oh god, I need to learn these characters' names. So, okay, good idea for not making that public. Why do I keep pausing to be oh yeah, this is good, yeah, you get a pass on this? I'm not a fucking English teacher or writing teacher. I probably should just watch the episode.
Ooh, so it's like a game within a game. That's so meta.
After the
I hate her. I hate her a lot. Already. That's the only line I think she said. I don't like her. I'm sorry to all the Kylie fans out here, but she's already been ruined for me. Be more like Seth. I like Seth.
The first 5 evictions of the season, the teams will merge, and we will begin the jury phase. That's right. If you get evicted during the team phase, you lose out on voting for a winner on the finale night. The last thing I'll leave you with for now is to be on the lookout for legacy idols. There are 6 of these tiny emblems scattered amongst the proximity of the resort. If you find one, you may either redeem it for points or use it for invincibility in the next nomination ceremony. However, be warned that if you use it for safety, you will lose points.
This game sounds harder than I thought. Are there any refunds?
We didn't pay to be on this show, you ding-dong.
Why does he sound like that?
Are there any refunds?
What is his...
We didn't pay to be on this show, you ding-dong.
We didn't pay to be on this show, you ding-dong. What, that is what accent does Seth have? Because that sounds like some sort of weird combination of like New Yorker and then Southern and then like a little bit of Baltimore like in there. God, he kind of sounds like my dad. My dad is like the reddest of rednecks.
Listen, I like me a girl as fine as that Annalise chick. But mama didn't raise no fool.
Okay. I can't, that phrase. Okay, that, I know why that's in there, why he said that. Mama didn't raise no fool. That hits different if you watched Total Drama Next Generation. I know pausing the video, like, to like mention, because that was the initial, I believe that was the initial hook of the initial Total Drama Next Generation intro, and yeah, it's like a small thing, but it is charming. I like that. I like that Seth is the guy who said it too. He's my goat so far, purely because I think. What the fuck is Seth? Okay.
No, not to get involved with girls dumber than I. Dumber than me? I skipped college, okay?
I love him.
At the end of the season, you'll find out your point total and subsequently which 5 of you will have qualified for reality royalty. Now, why doesn't everyone unwind and check out the rest of the resort for a little? I'll call you back in about an hour.
I've always been a rather motivated fella, but being here, man, I can just feel it taking me to the next level. No.
Okay, so what do I think about his accent? He's definitely better than fucking what's her name, blonde bitch, but he's. Let me listen to that again.
But being here, man, I can just feel it taking me to the next level. Nobody's gonna stop me from having a good time or winning that moolah.
I think that's fake. Yeah, that's fake.
As long as I don't think about Patricia, that is.
Yeah, no. Okay, no, never mind. I think that might be worse than Ashley, actually. Okay, Finn. If that's his name, right? Finn? Finn. Yeah, Finn. You and me, we're not friends.
Which I'm definitely not doing right now. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, his accent fluctuates. You're like early boot, because I know how like Cove treats these kinds of characters. She's fucked. I hope you're not a Cheryl fan, because she's gone like so soon.
My job is literally understanding how people's brains work and forming strategies to capitalize on their behaviors.
I could be completely wrong, but that's just like what I know Cove to. I don't know how different of a writer Cove has become since Next Generation, but I do know there was a character like this in Next Generation who like flopped almost like every time. So my hopes for her are not super high.
Is that not the perfect skill set for this game? Watch out, world, because I'm about to pull a marketing stunt so crazy, it'll make you think I'm promoting a circus!
Now this place feels just like home.
You one of those fellas who sleeps in the gym too?
Yeah, I actually am. It cuts down on my commute and monthly expenses. You'd be surprised just how comfortable some of these benches can be.
Right, big man. I'm all about ingenuity. Being the president of my fraternity back at university, I've always got to be thinking of ways to guide my fellow brothers. Sigma Chi for life.
Glad to see a young man.
Okay, so Brad he is the only person who is allowed to call himself a Sigma male.
With a good hand on his shoulders. Sheesh, that's one way to make me feel old.
What? You can't be older than 25, no?
Huh, appreciate it. I'm turning 30 soon, and I ain't even got a wife yet.
Okay, I would have guessed that he was like 40, given the fucking luscious beard that he has. And also just like, because usually, where's he from? He's got to be like from Texas, because like, maybe my perception of like cowboys is skewed, because I live in a place in the South where there are cowboys, but not like this, and they're kind of rare. But Yeah, probably. Yeah, Texas is probably a safe place. That's also just like the big southern state, so well, and Florida, but Florida is popular for a different reason. I am analyzing probably the exact wrong things about this show. Tino's funny. I want to say that. I like how he sleeps on benches. That's cool. I like that. That's a funny moment. He's like my second favorite. These two are my favorite. He's okay, and this guy will grow on me, I imagine.
Hey, it's alright, my dude. There's plenty of good-looking girls here. Maybe you'll find your match.
His inflections are a little weird, though. Like, why is he talks in like a weirdly stilted way.
It's never too late. Yeah, brother's running out of time. Turning 30 is basically giving away your rights to have fun.
Okay, he's better
Must be
here.
Tough.
Huh. You're telling me? Almost been a decade since I was drafted. Hoping this show will give me a shot to save my career.
Well, if there are any baseball challenges, I for sure hope you're on my team.
I'm sensing someone's already developing a crush.
Oh, what? Who, me? No, I was just, admiring the view.
Relax, girly. I would totes be checking my reflection out in the window too if I didn't already know I looked amazing.
Oh, she's like so popular already, I can tell. She's gonna get all the fan cam edits, and like for once I actually like, I don't know, she hasn't done anything yet, but I don't know. I like her vibe a lot. Yeah, I'm a fan of Annalise, yeah.
Speaking of, can you girls believe this place? It's literally stunning.
Definitely a stark contrast from university, that's for sure.
She's even got like, okay, so like piece of trivia for you. So this is Sarah, right? So for those of you who don't know, Cove, who made Reality Resort, had a show before Next Generation called Periculum Falls, and there was a character on there named Sarah who was blonde and I think had this exact color scheme, and she was not handled super well. Admittedly, some weird shit happened with her, but I don't know, I just think it's interesting that there's a I think this is a callback to that, and I think that's like kind of charming that like Cove like remembers his old work. I think that's cool.
Definitely a stark contrast from university, that's for sure.
I've already decided I'm never leaving. The sun hits way too well in this spot.
Looks like it'll be you and me in the finale then, girl.
Aw, this glow of confidence looks so good on you. Won't last for too long.
I'm afraid you're both wrong, but there's no sense in trying to convince you of that right now.
Wow, you are all very confident women.
I run a fortune-telling business. My psychic powers are borderline non-existent, but where's the fun in acknowledging that?
Okay, I like her too.
I'm here to win, and as far as I'm concerned, there's no right or wrong way to do so.
Attention everyone! Meet me outside pronto! 2 things. First off, a gourmet dinner will be served tonight inside the dining room, a celebration of your first day. Secondly,
what was that?
Celebration of your first day.
Look, fucking what was that? They just like, everyone's just like silently like flailing their arms around. It's like, yeah.
Second.
Oh, that's so funny. I love that. That was my favorite part of the episode.
You might have noticed these papers I have in my hand. These are the short questionnaires that we had you fill out on the yacht. Your answers have ultimately decided how you are to be split into teams.
Oh, good. I thought it was gonna be one of those personality quizzes. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me I have issues.
Okay, definitely Michael Kim.
We all could have told you that, bucko.
As fun as it would be to deep dive into your personal problems, I'm afraid it's a little too early for that. Instead, we deduced which type of vacation you prefer, a tropical climate or an exotic destination.
Okay, I think exotic is needs a little more like definition to it, because what counts as because if exotic counts as anything other than tropical, I mean that's a lot.
Without further ado, here are the results. Those who preferred a tropical vacation are the following: Kylie, Drew, Brad, Isidore, Finn, Cheryl, Annalise, and Marcus. Which means those who preferred an exotic vacation are VJ, Tino, Olive, Topaz, Charles, Sada, Monica, and Seth.
I don't. Okay, their names are Sarah and Monica, not Sarah and Monica. That's gonna be hard for me to. I think I'm gonna go back and forth, probably just like in my mind. Let's compare the team. This team is like. Charles hasn't had a line in this episode, I don't think, which is really funny. Okay, let me just make some like predictions here. This team. Okay, you're probably gone soon. You're probably gone soon. You might be gone soon. He could also be. Because I think these four, you, and then you two, have some longevity. And on this team, it's harder to tell. I think this team's a little more well-rounded. I think VJ's probably screwed. But other than that, I think this team's kind of goated.
Both of these options are just socially constructed terms to make you fork over money to whatever country's government you're fleeing to.
Okay, he's trying too hard. He's like trying way too hard for this archetype. Tone it back a little bit. This would be fine if what you were saying was funny, but it's not funny to me.
Be fun at parties.
Now for the team names. Team Tropics, you are now known as the Tropical Toucans.
Yo, toucans.
Oh, cute. Who doesn't love toucans?
Okay, you know what? I'm taking a break to tell you about a fun toucan fact that I know about. So, toucans have like incredibly thin translucent skin. So if you I believe if you pull up their, I don't know how you can see it. I think it's just like if you kind of look underneath their feathers, you can actually see through their skin. Also, toucans are not good pets, so don't ever get one unless you're very trained. But yeah, no, toucans are awesome. I love toucans.
As for Team Exotic, you'll be called the Exotic Emus.
Fun emu fact. They defeated the Australian government one time. I don't know how many of you know of the Great Emu War that took place in Australia. It's the funniest thing ever. I love it. They are basically bulletproof. So, yeah, I wonder which team has the stronger mascot.
Oh, my daughter just did a project on emus. This is perfect. See, Danielle, it was meant to be.
This one reeks of desperation.
Erotic emus would have sounded better.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those shows, isn't it? What? Okay, yeah, this is because I know the people in Disventure Camp are are not teenagers, but I think these characters are written more as adults than some of them are. Just kind of based on what they talk about. The tone is being established pretty well here.
Yep, glad that one's not on my team.
Oh, ignore her remark. It's a pleasure to be working with y'all in whatever capacity that ends up being.
Okay, no. His accent's bad. I don't like him. I don't like anything about Finn.
I'm still yet to understand exactly how these challenges are gonna work.
Oh,
I'll say...
He sounds like... Wait, hold on. Wait, who does he sound like?
Oh, ignore her remark. It's a pleasure to be working with y'all in whatever capacity that ends up being.
He sounds like if Glenn Quagmire was trying to do a southern accent. His bandana even has Quagmire's colors. God damn... Stop! God, when are these shows going to make me stop thinking about Family Guy? Oh, God. Oh, Finn, I don't like you.
as I'm still yet to understand exactly how these challenges are gonna work.
I'll say, hopefully, our diverse array of talents will prove to be too much for the emus to handle.
Yes, I've got so many that will come in handy. Oh, she said talents? I thought she said palettes. As in makeup. I've got plenty of products that will help her out. What? You all see her too, right?
The name's Topaz.
Okay, she reeks of like pre-dinosaur freak out Julia, and I love that. I love that so much. She's such a vibe. I think she's one of my favorites right now. I like her. She's funny.
What? You all see her too,
Just
right?
her delivery is
The
really
name's
good.
Topaz, track coach for future Olympians and stars. I take immense pride in helping others achieve their greatest dreams. So I would love it if we could all...
Yeah, I have a problem when it comes to people getting hurt. I burst out in laughter. It's a visceral response I quite literally cannot prevent.
Darned leg. It's never been the same since I tore my ACL. Doctors don't know why it never healed properly.
I used to be an incredible track coach, and then I tore my ACL.
Whatever. Nothing phases me anymore. Who fell? I know I didn't.
Coming on strong, are we? Real talk, I love the energy. This group is gonna be fun.
Sure, if we didn't have too many conflicting personalities, then maybe our fortune would have been, well, more fortunate.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean to interrupt quality team bonding
You
time.
better not start beef
Anything
with my
but
man
that
Seth.
is happening right now.
He will fuck
But
you
you
up.
didn't think this was all for today, did you?
More of this episode. Oh, we have a little more in the episode, actually. Carry on, carry on.
It's time for your first challenge, folks. Welcome to the inaugural immunity competition.
Oh, that was a
This
quick
will
cut.
be your first challenge at the beginning of each new block. The winning team will receive safety for the remainder of said block, while the others are at jeopardy of being nominated for eviction. The first theme of the season is vacation. While it's true that you're competing for $250,000, we'd also like to remind you of how luxurious your new temporary home is. And what better way to do that than to force you to make me a drink?
I didn't have anything to say. I was gonna make a funny comment, but then I realized I didn't have anything. I just think funny. It's just funny. It's a fucking. Is this it's an alcohol challenge. I like this. I like. Okay. Okay. What I've said this before. I really like how this episode is setting up tone. I think it like does a good job creating the setting, like getting the vibe of the season out there. Very, very good at that. I will give it credit for that. That's probably the best thing this episode does so far.
Yeesh, who are you, my ex-wife?
Okay, he's getting a little predictable, though.
Here's how hosting a mixer works. One by one, you will all
Hey, Jackie.
take turns running over to the middle of the beach. Using your hands, you will dig to find one of 7 ingredients needed to
I
create
like this
my
graphic.
favorite
This graphic's
mixed
very-
drink.
It's very cute.
Once found, run back and tag a teammate in. You'll do so until everyone has found and given an ingredient to the...
I never really liked Jackie, by the way. This character, who's in Next Generation, never was a fan of her. She just wasn't for me. What did I do to my mouse? Fuck. Okay, yeah, this works.
8th team member, who will concoct the beverage and bring it to me, lounging underneath this umbrella. The first team to do so will win immunity. Are you ready? Because this competition starts now.
Who here is good at mixing drinks? Scratch that. Not enough time to figure that out. I'll make an order for us.
I think someone really could have chimed in with some... I thought, is this a play on... Because I know Big Brother has, like, an absurd amount of bartenders who are on the show. So I thought maybe someone on here might be like that, but I guess not.
I'm sorry, did I miss the team captain vote?
Tino, me, Olive, Monica, Charles, and then Sarah.
Okay, so it is Monica and Sarah, and Victoria just pronounced them in a weird way. Okay.
DJ, you look like you can handle your liquor. You mix the drink.
Should I be offended? I should be, right? Psst, I'm not, though.
Wait, what about Seth?
Seth? Oh crap, you're right. Where is he?
I throw 93, 95 on a good day. I bet I'd get that up to 98 if I knew you were up in the stands watching.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Stop it. What sport is this again?
Now, that's a pairing nobody could have foreseen.
What? Okay, maybe Mama Ray's a bit of a fool after all.
I love Seth. I love Seth. He's my favorite. Oh my god, he's oh god, that's a stupid reference to I like Seth. He's cool. If Seth isn't one of the most popular characters by the time people start talking about this episode, I will be deeply upset because he's funny. And I
Can't
like
blame
him
a
a
guy
lot.
for trying.
Hey, Annalise! Party's over here! Speaking of which, I'll handle the Bloody Mary. I'm sort of a mixologist prodigy.
I'm sorry, kid, but leave the alcohol to the actual adult. I'll handle it.
Something tells me that's a bad idea.
How silly of me. I just realized. My ex-wife's name is Mary. Anyways, Mr. Frat, why don't you take this one?
What was the point of that? I'm gonna let him explain. That was just like weird how that happened.
Probably for the best if I stay away from alcohol while I'm here. I don't have a problem, alright? I did, but not anymore.
Okay, that was weird how that played out.
You strike me like an espresso martini kind of gal.
What gave it away? I love espresso martinis.
I just have good judgment of character. Speaking of which, that Seth guy, definitely not who you want to be hanging out with in this game.
Brad, you shut your goddamn mouth. I do not want you speaking ill of Seth in this house. I swear to God, if you don't shut your goddamn mouth about my king Seth, you're going down.
Really? He seemed nice. Why do you say that?
Guys like him act like that, but they're hiding ulterior motives.
Oh yeah, like you don't.
Can read right through him. Had to kick a couple dudes like that out of the fraternity, unfortunately.
Your turn, Annalise.
Does anyone else find it odd that our challenge involves handling alcohol while we have 3 people here who can't even legally drink?
The age-old mystery of the Forbidden Fruit Punch Brigade. It's all part of the grand plan to keep us distracted from the real issues. They want us fixated on who's sipping what while the intergalactic hamster overlords tighten their grip on the cheese supply chain.
His writing is very forced. I feel like there are ways to write, because he's a conspiracy theorist nut job. I think there are better ways to write this character than just, oh, the intergalactic hamster overlords are going to tighten the grip. I'm crazy. Can you tell? I think there are better ways to do that. And I think feels weird saying this because of how much, I keep saying Disventure Camp needs to take itself less seriously. But I feel like having him start off, a little more subtly and then have him build to this, over time, maybe an episode or two. Okay, maybe he's not gonna last that long, but maybe he would start out more subtly, with some more basic conspiracies that are okay, this guy's a little crazy, but I can see where he's coming from. And then he builds to this because I don't think he has the charisma to immediately dive headfirst into this. I think that's a little jarring considering what everyone else is like.
Okay, maybe he's more fun than I thought.
Her vocal delivery, I think specific, these, her and him, hers is she's really monotone, and it's strange.
Fun to make fun of.
Okay, I like that. What's good, Seth? Oh yeah, she's out soon. Probably.
Faster, faster, faster! Come on, college girl. This is riding on you.
I feel bad, like, talking about the vocal performances in a negative way, but, like, why? She's always whispering.
Faster, faster, faster! Come on, college girl. This is riding on you.
Okay, she sounds like she's whispering all the time. I'm not a professional voice actor by any way, so I don't know how qualified I am to talk about this, but, like, here's the thing. When you have a character who is screaming, you have to go for it, because if you do this thing where, like, you're trying to keep quiet because maybe there are other people in your house, and then you do this thing, I believe it's called, like, the quiet shout, and it's like you're trying to scream like this. It's like, come on, we gotta do this, hurry up. And it's like, yeah, it has the inflections of screaming, but you're not screaming, you're whispering, technically, because you're still being very quiet enough to maybe not alert someone else in your house that you're voice acting. And the word of advice, it will improve your vocal performance. You kind of just have to let people know that you're gonna do that. If you're in like an apartment or something and there are people below you and you really can't shout like that, then that's something that's unfortunate. I don't know how Topaz's VA, like what their setup is, what like their environment is like, but that it's just something that I think, like, the quiet shout, that kind of will not sell this kind of, because this character needs to be loud, and this is
faster, faster, faster. Come on, college girl. This is riding on you.
I don't think this is as loud as they were intending.
Topaz, that might work for athletes, but in my experience, students do not thrive under the same pressure.
Only soft ones.
Pretend you're trying really hard to find your son's cell phone after yours died during the live finale premiere of Chilling Out with the Chamberlains.
The Worcestershire sauce. It's right behind her.
Ah, you were right. I got it. I got it.
Oh, yo. Okay, it's funny. I think this is gonna be the fucking thumbnail. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Okay. I do like this montage. I think this is very fun.
That is definitely a Bloody Mary. Congrats, Tropical Toucans. You have won this immunity competition.
Sigma Grind said.
No. Who the fuck said that?
Competition.
Sigma Grind said.
Oh no.
Won this immunity competition.
Sigma Grind said.
No fucking way you just had Finn say Sigma Grind said. Oh no! I hate him. I hate Finn. Finn is the worst character. I loathe him to death. No. Fuck. No. 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 Okay, like, if... Let me...
Won this immunity competition.
Sigma Grind said.
Okay, like, if... I'm gonna be dead ass. If, like, Drew said that, if Brad said that, if VJ said that, would have been fine. No, not him. Not him. Not the cowboy. You don't do that. Or I mean, obviously, you can. You can. I'm not, like, in control. I just don't think he should have said that. I thought that was... No, doesn't fit him. Okay.
Sigma Grind said.
I liked that. I think the animation was a little off, but I liked that. That was funny.
Looks like there'll be 2 emus up for eviction this block. But I think we've had enough fun for one day. Why don't you all get cleaned up and enjoy your dinner tonight? The nomination ceremony awaits you tomorrow.
Great job mixing that drink. I really thought VJ had it in the bag.
Oh, that was nothing. Appreciate you, though.
I'm pretty ticked we lost that. But no sense in crying over spilled milk. We've got an even bigger task ahead of us. I'm a fighter, so I refuse to give up this early.
Am I worried that I'm a potential option for nomination tomorrow? Only as concerned as the old man who joins my yoga class full of beautiful women. Trust me, I've danced my way out of tighter corners than this. Besides, I've got a backup plan.
Hell yeah, VJ.
8 players have just earned their first legacy points, whereas the other 8 got their first taste of loserdom. But a lot can happen within the next few days. Who will be our first 2 nominees of the season, and which one of them will be the first evicted? You'll have to find out on the next episode of Reality Resort.
Okay, so overall thoughts. I think this was a pretty solid first episode. It it set the tone incredibly well. Like it does a great job of preparing you for what the rest of the season is going to be like, and that is probably the best thing it does. So a plus for that. The characters I feel like aren't quite as fleshed out as like Disventure Camp's characters were after their first episode. You have a good idea of a lot of them, like especially the ones that got more screen time, like Topaz and VJ, Brad, Annalise. And I think a lot of them are good. A lot of them are like kind of underbaked right now, which is fine. It's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just that at the moment, how am I meant to attach myself to Charles or Cheryl given what little they have to work with? I'm sure that in the following episodes that's gonna pick up, and some of these people are obviously only going to be here for an episode or 2, so that's fine. Sometimes it's like that. I think the cast is pretty good, but I'm not like fully sold on too many of them. The highlights for sure are Seth and Annalise. I like those 2 a lot. They're funny. Fuck Finn. I hate Finn. Finn is awful, and I hope he dies very soon in the show. I hope he gets eliminated. I don't want the character to die. On a technical level, I think the backgrounds are very nice. It has its own distinct style. I like some of the characters. I like the character designs quite a lot. The background design's very nice. That overhead shot of the island is also very good. As far as the jokes go, I think this is leaning on more comedic, but I can't. That one's kind of harder to tell. Like if it's more comedic or strategic, because there were some funny jokes that I liked, like namely like with Seth and with VJ, and those were nice. Like I did laugh a few times, as you probably saw. So that's good. I think the comedy's like it's all right, pretty good so far. The voice acting is hit and miss, because like some of these people really good. I think they're like the way they deliver their lines are very nice. They give a clear indication of what the character is going to be like. Some of them less so, and obviously I don't want to be mean. Obviously, like all the VAs, like I'm glad that you were able to do this. You should be proud of what you've done. It's just for some of them I don't think they worked out quite as well. Topaz, for example, I said this earlier, it sounds too quiet at times. Like isn't going like she's always like at a 5. And this is a character who like I feel like should be closer to a 10 in energy. Tino kind of always sounds like he's high, which is like alright. It's just like a little bit, it's a little weird. Let me like find the full cast picture so I can point out other examples. I think it's right. Yeah, I'll wait for a bit. Yeah, Isadora sounds a little off. Like she's like her melancholy, like monotone delivery is very strange to me. Cause like that, I imagine like that will, if she like always stays at that energy level, that's gonna be off for me. Her, how did she sound? Let me.
Oh, cute! Who doesn't love toucans?
She's fine. Who else? I think those are all like the ones that really stood out to me. Some of the characterization I feel like also could have been improved. Like, for some of the characters, like they're going a little too ham on like their thing. Like I get it's episode 1. They mostly did a lot of setup and a lot of character, but just off of initial impressions, like these two, like Marcus and Drew, I think specifically kind of went a little too hard on like conspiracy theorist and like alcoholic dude or divorcee. I feel like they needed a little more than that. But you know, honestly, not the biggest deal in the world. It's just something that like personally it's like, oh yeah, this could have been improved. This could have been improved. But ultimately, I feel that Reality Resort. Oh, right. I needed to look at I was gonna look at the VAs. Let me actually look at the credits. Okay, Michael Kim, Derek Jackman as proofreaders. That makes sense. Let me get to the voice actors and then I'll talk about them, just so I know. Okay. Oh, okay. Brad's Derek Jackman. I didn't even hear that. Okay, no. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, he's good. Man, Derek, my man, you are talented. In like, he's like writing Kruger Mansion and then also like voice acting 2 characters that sound. He voices Nick, by the way, in case none of you knew that. And then Annalise Riley Hemsley, great job. David Benton. Okay. I kind of went off a little bit on these two. Let me just say, like, David Benton Jr. and then Emma Andreasen. I think Emma Andreasen Moore. You two did a good job. Please don't let me deter either of you for what you did with your characters. I mean, for Drew, it was more so the writing than the voice acting, but good job. You be proud of yourselves. Don't let me take away from you. Michael Kim, I knew it. Oh, and Monica's Ken Koi too. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I had those right. Tino's Inferno. I don't believe I know who that is. And then Sarah's Crit Cat. Oh, yeah. Crit Cat is Emily's VA, I believe. Yeah, I kind of picked up on that. 2 very different characters. Yeah, so good job on that one. Anthony Sue. I don't think I know these 2. Anthony, I think I've heard this name before, but I don't know where. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. These 2 were fine. Julio. Hold on. Julio, my guy. I kind of went off on your vocal performance this episode. Sorry for that. I really don't mean to be like, a lot of that was like dramatized, but like, no, I'm just like very particular about like Southern accents and like how they're portrayed. Like you did good, like good enough. I'm obviously very picky about that stuff. I think for anyone who doesn't live in the South, you did a great job. Please do not be like, please don't like be offended or like don't feel like I like. Fuck, sorry, I can't speak. Don't feel like you failed in any way. I believe Julio is also someone on Kruger Mansion, though I could be mistaken. I think Reality Network is too, although I forget. Emma Andres. Oh, okay, so Olive and Isadora share a VA. They don't sound similar at all. So, like, yeah, very good vocal range, Emma. That's great. Seth Shane Anderson. Shane, my boy, you killed it. I love Seth so much. That's good. Josh Osborne, Kayla Fairhurst. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, then all right. And yeah, babe. Yeah, and on the shit, I have more to say. Kayla, if you are seeing this video and like you heard me just like, I don't, please, also like what I said with everyone else, please don't feel like I just beat down on your performance. I wasn't meaning to like say, oh, you did a bad job. No, like I just like, it was just like critique, just like suggestions. Like I think I'm glad I think you were well cast. I think you're gonna do a great job. Just like little things I noticed because I'm a YouTuber and I have to point this out. You too, Josh. Every VA, be proud of yourselves. Give yourselves a pat on the back for this, for sure. Oh yeah, and Victoria was Kenkoi, but I knew that. And then I think that's it. Yeah. There's some fan art. Oh, gee, I wonder who drew this. And this. I wonder who drew those. Alright, alright, yeah, that's about it. Pretty solid first episode. God, I really hope I gave good commentary. It's a lot harder to give live commentary that is interesting than you would probably imagine. I trailed off a few times, but it's my first time doing this. I'm gonna do better. Good exercise, good episode. Hey everyone, Editing Lexi here, just here to give you an update and like to streamline my thoughts a little bit. I think this episode is alright. I think it has a good tone. I think the characters are admittedly a little underbaked, but I think they have a good potential. There are a few things that kind of hold it back for me though. Again, some of the characters just kind of don't stand out to me at all. I think the challenge was a little underbaked. There weren't a lot of character interactions that really stood out to me. There were a lot of technical issues that were pointed out to me, and then when I went back to look, I was like, oh my god, how did I miss these? And ultimately, while I do think that Reality Resort has potential, I think this first episode is flawed, but ultimately something I can say I did kind of like. And it helped me get my mind off some other things, so that's good too. So if I had to give it a score of like 1 out of 10, I'd say this is like solidly a 6 out of 10 episode. So not the best, but clearly it's just an introductory episode. Sometimes you kind of have those to hold you back. I think it could have been done a little better, but ultimately I think I can kind of say this one is at least okay. And that's my ultimate thoughts on this episode. I can't wait to see more. See ya.